we are. Yes, I started. Okay. Yes, it's filming. Yeah. What are you going to do? Put snarky comments on there?
How many people are watching?
0. I give them a minute. I didn't give any warning. Now there's 6 people. Wow, that went from 0 to 6 awfully quick. Now I have that song stuck in my head.
What?
10,000 hours, 10,000 more. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Terry. Hi, Stacy. There's my girl, Tracy. 500 subscribers.
I said hi too.
Tracy, I got confirmation today that the Chocola prize package is being mailed directly to you. So you pick a winner for your 500 subscribers. Hello, Denise.
Did you say hi to me?
Hi, Laura. They're saying hi, Leah. Hi, Leah. Hi, everyone. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Deb. Leah Jade Laurantis.
What? I said hi.
Stop.
I said hi. Okay, then I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Hi, Kayla. Well, Kayla, you can always catch us on the replay. That's what's fun about YouTube. All right, I'm going to try to zoom in a little here. Zoomy zoom. Does that work? A little bit. Oh, yeah, it does work. Hey, look at that. Hello, Anne-Marie. Bonjour. Hi, Yolanda. Hi, Linda. Ooh, we got a lot of people visiting us today. You guys loved the Quickie Kitchen Sink Stamps card I threw up the other day. You know, because it's warming up, we're getting spring. We, thank goodness, did not have a bad winter this year. So I was feeling very springy and festive when I made this. So hey, we're gonna recreate it. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Betty. Hi, Denise. Trying to say hi to everybody as they come in. So what I have done is I have cut down some Neenah Solar White. This is the 80 pound. This is what I normally use, to 5 1/4 by 4. And that way you don't really have to mat it. You can just put it right on your card. And I think, you know, this is going to be great for spring, Easter, Mother's Day, get well soon. I mean, pretty much anything. We're going to add this to our little bit of a mass production here. The stamp sets I used, the main one is the multi-step lilacs. The sentiment came from Make It Big Sentiments, and then I added a little butterfly from the Butterfly Collection. So we're going to start with just the lilac set. I think I want to make 4 cards with this. So we are going to use the Mini Misty. I freehand stamped the original one, but I think for today we will use the Mini Misty. And because these are photopolymer made in the US, I will link for you guys my Kitchen Sink Stamps affiliate code if you can use that when you order. That way Maria knows that you guys got it from me. It helps out a lot. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna move our little foam pad to the bottom and our little sticky grid paper to the top. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for joining us, like Miss Yolanda. Thank you, Yolanda. Don't mind me fussing here. Okay, so again, Neenah Solar White cut down to 5 1/4 by 4. In my mini Misty, we have a piece of sticky grid stuck to a laminated piece of paper and our foam pad underneath. And we are using Kitchen Sink Stamps Multi-Step Lilacs. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is what I'm going to do. Tracy, are you going to be on here a while? I am making you a moderator, Tracy, so if you can answer any questions I may not see, or if any no-gooders try to come on here and ruin our parade, you kick them out. Okay, so let me put this card up front here so I can remember. All right, so all the inks I used are the Altenew mini inks. You guys know I love these little mini inks because they're already color coordinated. So if you are just starting out and, you know, you have your favorite inks, everybody knows my favorite ink pads are the Stampin' Up! Ink pads, but I don't have 4 of the same color. So I like these little mini ink pads because they're, I don't know what, between I want to say they're around $12, $13 for a 4-pack, and they're all coordinating already, so they just make it super easy for somebody who's lazy like me and getting the inks out to match and cost effective. Hello, Anne, welcome. Oh, hi, Marco. All right, so I'm starting with the first flower, which is this. On my set, they're numbered. But I always start with the most solid layer. Now, if you are new to layered stamping, you may not want to start with the solid layer. If you guys check out Tracy Schultz, plugging that page, Tracy has done layered stamps, I think with the guitar that she made for her son. You can start with layer 2 or 3 or 4 and then go back to 1. So just depending on how light your ink is for number 1, you may not want to start with number 1. So just a tip for some people. I like to start with number 1, but again, if that ink is super light, you might want to start with layer 2 or 3 and then add your 1 back in. Okay, so we're going to start with the largest solid number 1 right here. So I'm putting that in the top left corner of my piece of paper here. We're going to do that in some light purple colors. I have my paper pulling up, so I am going to put a little magnet on there. Put a little magnet to hold it in place. Maybe one down here. Okay, so the first color purple is soft lilac. And hi, Shirley. Hi, Ann. When you guys are using these stamps, when the photopolymer stamps are brand new, you may want to condition your stamps, and to do that, number 1 is to clean them really well. Number 2 is you may need to take a soft eraser and erase some of the residue off of there from production. And then number 3, you might want to ink it up with some clear Versa Mark ink before you put the actual ink color down. And I've shown that in other videos. There's also a stamping basics video I have, and it goes through like explaining photopolymer stamps versus silicone stamps and how you can condition your stamps to get better stamping results. First thing I would say is paper. That's why I like using the Neenah Solar White paper, because it is super smooth. But you can see I got a pretty good impression for my first stamp there. We're going to do 4 of them. Yes, Tracy, put your link on there. If you guys are not subscribed to Tracy's channel, she's having a giveaway. She's just over 500 now, so go subscribe to her channel so you can get something. And for those of you who watch or have joined the Mod Squad Challenge blog, thank you so much. I'm sorry there was technical errors this week. They are working on it, but hopefully they'll have it resolved for next week's challenge. Thank you, Betty. So what have you guys been up to? I want to hear praises, good news, toot your horn. Share all of your good news. Somebody was on yesterday saying they have a new niece. It's Wow Wednesday. Tell me what kind of good things do you have going on in your life right now? I'll start while you guys are typing. So for those of you who have been following me for a little bit, we are almost up to 14,000 subscribers. That just blows my mind that you guys want to watch me make cards. But I do consider all of you guys friends, even though we haven't met. You guys are my YouTube family, my YouTube friends. Hi, Marlene. Secondly, Leah and Xavier are both doing very well in school this year. Thirdly, I got this awesome new job. Every day I am just like, I have this cheesy smile on my face just from this new job. So I'm super excited. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Wow, Deb, good job. That's the next thing Nancy has to work on. Good job, Deb. Okay, so now we're going in with stamp number 2. Stamp number 1 is going to go back in its spot. This is why Nancy almost never loses stamps. I put things away as soon as I'm done. You saw me wipe it. All I did was spray a little Hero Arts concentrated cleaner on there. I do dilute mine. I water it down, and then I use a little microfiber towel. Okay, so now when you're lining up your second layer, I line up this outside layer. Now on the new ones, I don't have it with this set, but on the new kitchen sink stamps, they include instructions and have a little grid where you can line it up. The other thing you can do is you can take this color guide and line it up, like look through the color guide and see where you need to line it up. But I know on this stamp set, I need to line up the left side of the stamp with the previous stamp. So we're going to line up this left line here. Oh, there's an eyelash stuck to it. Okay. And I'm trying not to put my head in the way. And I have been a kitchen sink stamps fan for, I don't know, over 10 years now. They make the most beautiful layered stamps. When this is done, it looks 3D, like you just want to touch it. You want to smell lilacs. All right, so the next color we're using is Lavender Fields. That's the second color in this purple ink cube set from Altenew. Oh, what else we have there for good news? 16-year-old grandson is on honor roll for Roberta. Yes, Roberta, good job. I want to see some more good news. Share it. Hi, Carmen. All right, that looks pretty good for layer number 2. Linda and Carmen, we are sharing joyful news today. What do you have that's going on in your life that is just like a good job, proud of you, good news? Share something. Oh, Melissa, I will put the link for you, and you got to check them out. They have some beautiful, beautiful stamps. Hi, Eleanor. Eleanor, we are sharing good news. So anything that you have, share the news. That's positive, uplifting, you know, a good job, a high five, just something positive in your life right now. I am on layer 2 of the largest lilac stamp from Kitchen Sink Stamps. I am using the Altenew mini inks. And because this card is so pretty, I couldn't resist. We're going to make 4. But you'll see, it'll go by pretty quickly. Tracy Schultz's good news is she hit 500 on her subscribers for YouTube. So if you are not subscribed to Tracy's channel, click on her link and subscribe. She's doing a giveaway. I have added to her giveaway. We are going to add the Chalkola brush markers to her giveaway when she gets them. All right, so that's layer number 2. I actually can leave this guy in here. So now we're going to move on to layer 3. We're going to spray and wipe. Carmen says, my son for the first time drove his bike without training wheels. Yes, Carmen. Leah and I are going to work on that this year. We took Leah's training wheels off last year, but we didn't really go that far with them. So this year she's going to learn. How old is your son, Carmen? Happy birthday, Linda! You don't even look 63, Linda. Linda is always so supportive and awesome. And again, I'm lining up the left side of my stamp here. From top to bottom, I want the left side to correspond with what I've already stamped. This is layer number 3, and we are going to go in with color Deep Iris. Happy birthday to you! Yeah, I go from lightest to darkest, Anne, but some people go, you know, darkest to lightest. It's whatever works for you. There's no rules in scrapbooking and card making and crafting. Okay, you do what works for you.
Mommy, on my bike without my training wheels, I couldn't even go up the street.
I know. Oh, Carmen, my daughter just turned 7. Look at that. We're at layer 3, and doesn't that pop already? Doesn't that look 3D to you guys? So pretty. My lilac bush didn't bloom last year, and someone said I have to cut it back before it blooms. I mean, it got all kinds of green leaves and stuff, but it just didn't bloom. Yes, happy birthday, Linda. I'm going to send you a card, Linda. Maybe you'll get one of these. You know, I didn't think about this, but I probably could have done 2 sets at the same time. When we do flower 2 and 3, we'll do them at the same time. I wasn't thinking. Who else has good news? We have losing weight. We have new job. We have YouTube channels. We have baby riding a new bike without training wheels. We got birthdays. What other good news do we have? Terry said her condo unit does happy hour. So yesterday Terry was at happy hour with her neighbors. I think that's awesome. Yes, we need to share more good news. Just so you guys know, I don't have TV in my house, number 1, because it's ridiculous and how much it is every month. But number 2, everything that's on TV is so negative that I stopped watching. I stopped watching the news. You know, every once in a while I'll hear what I need to hear on the radio or whatever, but I just I ask Google what the weather is for the day, and that's pretty much it, because I don't want to be influenced by all the negativity that's out in the world right now. I want to keep my children safe and educated, of course, but I don't want to hear all of the crap that's going on out there that's going to ruin my day. So I stopped watching the news. Carmen, Tracy, can you give the instructions on there on how to, you got to back out and hit the thumbs up and then go back in. And then if you want to comment, you can comment down below, or at the end of the video, you can comment if you're watching this on the replay. And again, this is the last and final layer. I'm lining this up with the left part. Of the stamp here. I will admit this is the hardest one for me to line up because it's so intricate. I want to make sure that I have it perfect, which doesn't always happen for me. Hold on. I'm going to use the layering guide. Oh, I probably had my head in the way there too. Whoopsie. Okay, yes, it is all the way over to the left. I just wanted to double check that. I hate when I second guess myself because I'm usually right the first time, and then you guys know, you second guess and then you go to stamp it and you're like, I should have just left it alone. All right, I think we're good there. We'll find out. Okay, so for the final layer of the purple, we are using Midnight Violet. Oh yeah, on the TV, it's a little more difficult. My kids do it all the time, but I couldn't explain it to you. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Is that focusing? Doesn't that look like a real flower? So pretty. All right, 3 more to go. I wish I had like some spray. I'd spray it so it smells like flowers. But these are non-allergy flowers. That's the only bad part about spring is when your allergies start acting up. A little excess ink there. We need to wipe up before I smear it on my card. Aw, Eleanor says she got hurt, but her grandchildren have been helping her out. That is a blessing. These mini inks are Altenew mini inks. You can get them from Altenew. You can get them from Simon Says Stamps, scrapbook.com, wherever you go. I would recommend checking online at the Heirloom Rubber Stamps show or Scrap Stamp Art Tour, SSAT. These are 2 stamp organizations that go around the country and they go to convention centers, and you can choose from like 15, 20 vendors, sometimes more, that will bring all of these new products to you. So then you are supporting your local mom and pop little stamp stores. And you get to do like make and takes, and you get to see new products, and you get to meet people in the industry. And so if you can wait, they start in the spring. In fact, the one in Allentown is coming at the end of March. I'm so excited. So I will be there at the end of March, and you'll see me around. But I would recommend, if you can wait, go to one of those stamp shows. It's like $6 to get in. Totally worth it. Tracy, this was your first time going this year, right? And for those of you who've never gone to one, it's so worth it. It really is. Oh, I can't do 2 of the other one because I did 2 little ones. Okay, so we're going to have to do one at a time. Donuts. Well, what I can probably do is do one and then move it over. We'll see if that works. All right, let's see here. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to use the blues. Betty's birthday's in June. I have so many birthdays in January and June. January is me, Leah, my 3 best friends growing up. Who else was in January? Oh, my stepdaughter. No, hers is February. Sorry. So many friends. And then in June, I have my sister, my brother, so many other friends. Oh, I'm sorry, Melissa. So then I would say yes, order from scrapbook.com or Simon Says Stamp or something like that. But they're called the Altenew Mini Inks. And they come in this little package like this. So here, this one was $13.99. And they come in this little thing. And I used to keep them and store them in here until I went to the little mini tins. Here's another one. Clearly, I still keep them. Yeah, $13.99 is what I paid, but I know I got these from a stamp show. One is called Cherry Blossom. One I have called Red Sunset. So there's another one. This one was Rock Collection, which was gray. So I just go to the shows and I pick up one at a time. All right, moving on. Sorry. Now we're going to do the little blue one. We're going to do him. I'm going to put him right here next to it, and then I'll put the other one over here. There's that eyelash again. Okay, this is called Arctic Blue. Ooh, Eleanor, you can probably come to the Allentown show. That's probably going to be your best bet. Let's see. We do one in... I've gone to the one in New Jersey. I've gone to the one in Maryland. These stamps are kitchen sink stamps. Now, they do not come to the show. They're based out of California. But I will link for you guys at the end. I will link to all of my stamps that I'm using. I was Stacy, but these are both the small stamps, so I can't do 2 layers. Well, I guess I could. Hold on. You know what? I can do layer 2 and layer 1 and flip-flop them. I'm afraid I'll mess it up. If I was doing one bigger one and one smaller one, I could. But because the 2 that I have next to the big one are both the small ones, I didn't think it through. Oh, I could do the small and the butterfly. Yes, I could do that. Now what I can do is I can move this solid layer down one. Let me just clean it off really well. So I can do it this way. Now I can do 2 at once. So I can move, let me bring layer number 2 in so we can put layer number 2 on top of this one. Now see, this one's a little difficult to see because I did do a lighter ink on this one. Okay, and then we'll do number 3 over here. I do kind of like it up there though. Maybe I'll put it up here. Nope, it's going to interfere. Can't do that. We'll do like this. Okay, we'll do that. We'll see how that works. The shows are normally either Fridays and Saturdays or Saturdays and Sunday. Okay, so now we need the second layer of blue. This is called Caribbean Sky. We're going to put the blue on there. And then for the other one, we're going to start with pinks, and this one is called, I think I started with blush for the pink. This one's called Blush. So we have layer 2 in Caribbean Sky and layer 1 in Blush up here. So we're stamping both at the same time. Yes, Scrap Stamp Art Tour. One in Pittsburgh, one in Allentown. Like I said, Maryland, New Jersey. Go on the website, Scrap Stamp Art Tour. And you'll see, they'll list where they're going to have the shows and the dates. And then also Heirloom Rubber Stamps Show is another one. A lot of times it's the same vendors, but sometimes they go to different areas. Thank you, Tracy. I did something a little different this time. So my nail lady, Tina, was on vacation in Vietnam for a month. So for the last month, I had to go to a different shop, which is fine, but they just, you know, they don't do as good of a job as Tina does. So Tina always makes me look fabulous. So this is actually really cool. It's like a fuchsia colored nail polish, because you guys know that's my jam. I'm always doing fuchsia. But she put this interference powder over top, almost like Perfect Pearls. She put that on top, and it just makes them look almost like chrome. They're really pretty, right? Yes, thank you. But it's that powder, whatever interference powder she put on there, that's really what makes it pop. Don't worry, they'll get wrecked soon enough. Fishing season's upon us. Ha 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 ha. And you'll start seeing Nance with Band-Aids on her fingers, because I'll be getting hooks and stuff in my hands and breaking nails. So again, I'm doing layer 2 on the blue one and layer 1 on the pink one. Trying to speed it along here. Trying to keep my blue out of my pink flower. Yeah, Heirloom Rubber Stamp Show. I do, Laura Ann, because the Altenew inks, first of all, they're mini inks. So for me, they're stored right in front of me at the desk. So they're easy for me to store. I store them in these little Tim Holtz tins. But two, they've already color coordinated them for me. So for doing layered stamps like this, I don't have to think. They're already coordinating. They're going to layer well. They're very bright and vibrant without having to use a pigment ink. Okay, so layer 3 and 2, right? Yeah, 3 and 2. So we want to move this guy up here. And then we want layer 3 for the other one. Okay, so for layer 3, oh boy, For the blue, we're using Persian blue. And for layer 2 on the pink, we're using pink diamond. Now I just gotta hope I don't mix up my colors. So pink on top, blue on the bottom. Hi, Suzette. Now because they're so close, I have to be careful. We're getting a little bit of transfer on the ink. No, Connie, I'm not almost done, honey. Join the party. That looks okay. I'm not gonna pick that apart too bad. It's not too bad. I think my magnet is interfering with that other flower though. I'm gonna take that out. Let's move on to the next one. Eleanor, you can order these stamps online. I'll link them for you. These are from Kitchen Sink Stamps Online. I'll link a couple of websites for you to get the inks and to get the stamps. Tracy, if you can pull my affiliate link off of my Facebook page, that would work too. It's pinned at the top of my Facebook page. I'm doing the blue first because we are on the third layer of the blue and it's so close to the other flower. I just kind of have to be careful because that ink pad is a full-size ink pad. And then go in and do the pink. We are on the second layer of the smaller pink one. Yeah, I will, Betty. I'll link everything for you. When we're done here, I'll put them all in the description for you. They are very pretty colors. They're very spring and bright. No more of this dreary cold weather. For those of you just jumping on, we are sharing good news. What do you have going on in your life right now that you're proud of, or high five, or just, you know, any kind of good news? We're sharing birthdays. We have Tracy just hit 500 on her YouTube, so she's doing a giveaway. So if you're not a subscriber, you can head over to YouTube.
Hi, guys.
We're celebrating weight loss. We're celebrating birthdays. We're celebrating children learning to ride bikes without
I know you can celebrate.
Training wheels.
You can celebrate Happy Late Valentine's.
Happy late Valentine's. You're silly. All right, now we're going to move.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Celebrating my child, trying to get out of taking her bath. Okay, that's layer 3. And then we have our final layer. Now, if you're someone who doesn't put your stamps away right away, you can write on the back of these what number they are. So that way you know when you put them away later where they go. Okay, we are now on number 3 for pink. So we are going to use Pink Alicious for number 3. And for blue, we are on the final layer, which is number 4. And that is going to be Sapphire. in the blue. Thank you, Tracy. So pretty. Any more good news stories? If you like this video, you can log out of chat and give us a thumbs up. That way I know you guys like these kinds of videos and I do more of them. Tracy put the affiliate link on there for Kitchen Sink stamps if you guys want to order this stamp set. This is called the Multi-Step Lilacs. Sometimes the search bar doesn't work for me, so I just go over to the left side of the screen. I go to Stamps by Category, then I go to Flowers, and then when you scroll down, you'll see Lilacs. This is a large stamp set. You are getting a large lilac, you're getting a small lilac, you're also getting the foliage you need, so the leaves and the stems. And you guys are going to see in just a second here that the leaves and the stems are also layered and also give that full 3D look. The sentiments are not layered. The sentiments are just regular sentiments. So if you're just intimidated by layered stamps and you don't know if you want to take that plunge yet, that's fine. There are smaller layered stamp sets you can start with. But the sentiments are not. The sentiments are good quality photopolymer stamps. You can also purchase SVG files. So if you have an electronic cutting machine, like a Cricut or a Silhouette or a Scan and Cut, you can purchase the I almost forgot layer 4 on the pink one. You can purchase the cut file. She doesn't sell dies because she sells the cut files, and they're super cheap. I think they're like $1. And then all you do is you just put the cut file in your Silhouette or your Cricut machine, cut it out, and then you stamp. So you don't have to worry about having a matching die. Okay, so for the 4th layer of the pink one, we are using Rubelite. Pretty. I'm going to move a little quicker here so we can get into the greenery. Is it free? Okay, I didn't know, Lorianne. I thought it was $1 for some reason. Yeah, so there's 2 links up there in the comments. If you scroll up and go through the comments, the one link is for kitchen sink stamps. You want to use my affiliate link there so that way Maria knows where you came from. And also you want to join Tracy Schultz on her YouTube page. She just has over a 500 subscriber giveaway going on right now. So if you're not a subscriber to Tracy's, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll get notifications every time I post a video. And I do stamping, I do foiling, I do arts and crafts, things like that. And I try to be budget friendly because I know not all of us can afford to just go out and buy, you know, the newest thing. So I try to experiment for you guys and let you know if I think I would spend my money on something or if it's a waste of money. All right, so now all of the flowers are done. And again, we use the Altenew purples, blues, and pinks for that. And again, I will link those for you. And now I'm going to pull out the greens. Now, the Altenew green set I have came with 3 green inks and 1 black ink. So I'm going to use, I have 2 of the green inks that I'm going to use and 1 of the Hero Arts green inks. So I'm going to start with the stem. There's a 1 and a 2 for the stem. And honestly, it's easier for me. I'm going to put the little mini Misty away here a second. I'm going to freehand stamp these leaves and stems because they're really easy to do. So this is just a little piece of fun foam. When you're doing straight on stamping with photopolymer stamps, because they're not mounted on a block, sometimes it's easier to put a little piece of foam padding, or if you have the grid paper or a magazine or something underneath. All right, so this is number 1 stem. Just sticking it to my block. And I'm going to go in with the lightest green, which is Forest Glades. Now, I always say don't fret about the first layer, because honestly, you're going to cover it up anyway. So I'm just going to stamp it down, ink it up. See, I forgot to ink up the bottom there, so I'm just going to ink that up and line it back up. Okay. What paper?
The paper that for card making stuff.
Oh.
Can't
Okay.
find it.
And then this one, I'm just kind of squiggling in between these 2 flowers. Now, if you're worried about it showing up in the flowers there, you can mask them off, but this is so minimal between there, it's not going to matter. So
Yeah,
see how
sometimes
easy
it
it was
doesn't
to add layer number 1. Let me go through and do these other ones real quick.
Sometimes it doesn't even matter.
That's right.
Can I get paper from here? Mommy,
What?
can I get paper?
No, you have paper.
No, I don't. I can't find it.
Well, I can't help you. I don't know where your stuff is. You have a whole box
Mommy,
over
when
there.
you were cleaning my thing, you moved it.
You have a whole box of stuff over there, Leah.
No, I don't. Where?
I don't know, somewhere over there. So I imagine that these flowers are in a vase on the table. Somebody picked them off their lilac bush. Yeah, if you don't have multiple layers, that is a very good point, Stacy. You can double stamp with the same color to give yourself a darker image. So if you only have 2 colors of inks, you can stamp off 1 layer to make it lighter, and you can double stamp to make it darker. So keep that in mind. If you don't have multiple ink pads, you can do that. Thanks for bringing it up, Stace. All right, so that's layer 1 of the stem. We're going to go into layer 2 of the stem, which is really easy to line up. And I'm going to go in with a little bit darker green. I think I used the wrong green, actually. I did use the wrong green. I put them back in the wrong order. That's okay. We just want to go a shade darker. So we're going to use Forest from Hero Arts. Run, Forest, run! And then I just line up the little leaf there's like little spots for the leaves to connect. So I just line that up on my stamp. And it just gives a little bit of a shadow to your stem. So let me show you what the difference is. Okay, so here is, I mean, it looks fine with only one layer, but look at the difference between only one layer of green in the stem and then adding the second layer of green. It really makes the stem look 3D, like it looks dimensional. And don't fret, if you don't line it up correctly, guess what? No one's gonna know. I can't tell you how many stamps, cards I have messed up and sent them anyway, and people are like, oh, this is so beautiful, did you make this? They don't know it's not lined up, they just think it looks cool.
Mommy, sometimes she can mess things up because she doesn't even try to do stuff. She just makes these videos. And that's true.
I wing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what do I do all day?
Stamp.
No.
Work.
I work all day, then what do I have to do all night?
Make videos.
No. Before I make videos, what did I do with you today?
Work.
No, what else? I totally did not line that one up. See, that's one of my
Lay
mistakes.
down.
No, I did not lay down today.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Before
You mean
I
when
came
you were
back.
jumping on my back? That's not laying down. That's you abusing your mother.
No, you were laying down on the couch and then I went on your back.
Because I came to tell you that I love you.
And I'll play Roblox.
But Mommy works all day. Then Mommy comes home from work and does a little bit more work. And then Mommy
You do
has
more
to
work.
cook dinner,
And
do the dishes, figure out
Eat
what
breakfast?
figure out what I'm going to record. I did have breakfast today, courtesy of Dunkin' Donuts.
Mom.
And then get you ready for bed. I watch a couple of my own YouTube videos, including Tracy Schultz. And then I go to bed and start over again.
No. But
Okay.
on Fridays you have to take me to dance.
Sometimes I take a dance. Okay, for the leaves, we're going to multiple stamp here. I think I will get the Misty back out for this.
So basically, what your day is eat, work, work, eat, work, work, eat, and then sleep.
Yep.
So her whole entire life is working since she didn't have her job.
Correct. My entire life is working. Okay, I'm going to do the leaves at the same time because there is a large set of leaves, a 3 cluster of leaves. There's a small 3 cluster of leaves, and then there's some individual leaves. So to speed things up, I'm going to try to do all of this.
Can't find my paper anywhere.
Well, I don't know what you did with your paper.
You did something.
I didn't touch it.
Now I have to try to rip out this piece of paper inside my book.
That's your problem.
Or I could do this page.
All right, I'm just randomly laying these leaves on here. Again, you do what you think's gonna work for you. I'm trying to just do all of these leaves at one time. So I'm gonna start with the right color green now, which is Tangled Leaf. Oops, I didn't pick up a leaf. We have a defector. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Tracy, I did one a while ago, but yeah, if you have the scan and cut, Trace, so that would be great. I like to cut my images and then stamp them, because if you try to stamp them and then cut them, it's a little difficult to do. All right, so I have the large tricluster, the smaller tricluster, and then a single leaf right there. And like I said, you can always go in and add more leaves later. I'm just going to layer these up so you guys can see what they look like. We'll throw on the sentiment and the butterfly, and we will be done with 4 card panels. Hindsight, I probably would have masked it off and moved this one down a little bit, but oh well. It's fine. Hi, Renee! Renee, we are sharing good news stories. What do you got in your life that's, you know, good news? Toot your horn. Wow us Wednesday. Something good going on in your life. Okay, so that's layer 1. Okay, layer 2, we are going to go in with the correct green is forest green. Okay, layer 2, this guy here, and number 2 here, and number 2 here. Oh, there's another leaf over there. I missed one. Apparently there are 4 leaves. I'll go in and add him later. There's a lot of leaves, a lot of greenery. And remember, you can mix and match these stamp sets with other stamp sets you have. So keep that in mind, the versatility. They're layered, they're beautiful. You don't have to use all the layers. You can just do the first 2 layers. You can mix and match them with other stamp sets that you have, with other stamp companies that you have. Okay, so we're doing layer 2 with the leaves. This is called Forest Glades. Scan and cut, scanned image from scan and cut to an SVG. Stacy, I would assume if you can save the file and get it into your computer, you should be able to convert it into an SVG. I don't have a Brother Scan and Cut. I have the Silhouette. But I would imagine if you can scan it from your Brother Scan and Cut, save it, send it to your computer, you should be able to convert it to an SVG file. It's basically just just an outline, just a tracing of it. But if Brother Scan and Cut wants to send me one to try out, hint, hint, Julie Faye Fan Balzer. I love Julie Faye Fan Balzer. If you do not follow her, you need to. She has the cutest little boy. You want to talk about that girl having a great life right now. She has a wonderful fiance. She has a new baby boy. They just bought a new house. I love watching Julie's vlogs because she doesn't just do like mixed media and stamping and stenciling and all of that stuff. She's heavily involved in the art museum in Boston, so I love watching her stuff. Plus, she's half Asian, like me. But she's Chinese, and I'm Korean. Leah's Chinese. Right, Leah?
No.
Leah's father's Chinese. So Leah is half Chinese, quarter Korean, and quarter Irish. Okay, so that's layer 2 with the leaves. We need layer 4 with the leaves. Then we are done with the flowers. I know, I'm moving it along here, people. You know, you guys can just stop talking and keep stamping gnats. Oh no, stamp down, stamp down. You know why it fell on the floor? Because I said, Nancy doesn't lose her stamps. And now the stamp is on the floor, lost. Leah! I jinxed myself. I don't know where it's at. It fell on the floor here somewhere. Probably rolled under the desk there.
I feel it.
You found it?
That's really easy,
Thank
Mommy.
goodness I have you to go under the floor and pick up my lost stamps.
That was really easy, actually. Because your foot went right next to it.
It would have taken me 3 weeks to find it.
If you took 3 weeks to do something, then like, I don't know how
Okay.
to explain.
Do you think Mommy's silly? All right, when you're layering the greenery, there is a vein in the middle. That's how I know to line up the leaves. To line up that vein as close as you can get it. Number 3 for the little guy. Okay. Final stretch here, guys. Okay, so layer 3 we are going to do in Forest from Hero Arts. Wow, you guys, isn't that so pretty? Let's finish this up. Let's do the sentiment and the butterfly. And then I guess I can mail a couple of these off. That last layer is like the final piece to make it just wowza.
Mommy, can I spell pizza?
P-I-Z-Z-A. I think my leaves are off a little bit. Yeah, they're off a little bit. That's okay. You guys won't tell anybody. Don't judge me. I was in a rush. Okay. Okay, we're done with the lilacs. We're gonna do the butterfly and the sentiment quick. I'm gonna do the sentiment. I use the Smile sentiment. I think for this one I'll use hello. Although you guys all make me smile. This is called the Make a Big Statement. Lots of good sentiments on here. Nice blocky font. Hello, thank you, love, congratulations. You're invited. Smile, miss you, joy, get well. Just for you. Cheers, save the date, and happy birthday, Linda. All right, so we're going to put the hello down in the corner here. And I'm going to go back to my purples because I just really like the purple. And for hello, what I did on the original card was I just stamped a lighter color purple on top and the darker one on the bottom. So I did like this fake ombre. So I did lavender field. We're going to do lavender fields at the top. And then we're going to do deep iris at the bottom. And you kind of have to be careful because if you don't kind of tap the inks on there, right, you can see like this line. So I try to make sure that I have a good layer on there. A good ombre look, I should say. Hello, is it me you're looking for? There we go. Let's do a couple more of those real quick. Lavender fields on top, deep iris on the bottom. And one more to go. I only did 4. I did one sheet of Neenah Solar White. I cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. All right, now we're going to add, my little butterfly was like a last minute add, but I think it really sets off the card. Oopsie. Okay, so the butterfly set is pretty cool because you get a lot of stamps here. You get, let me see if I can show you. You get a large, what are these called? Monarchs. You get this medium-sized one, and then you get this one that's kind of sideways to the left, and then you have this one that's kind of flying to the right. So there's a lot of different butterflies in here. And like I said, the newer sets come with a layering guide, which makes it really easy to figure out what goes where. I didn't like my placement of the other butterfly, so we're not going to use that butterfly. We're going to use a different butterfly. We're going to use this one. This one? Yeah, we're going to do that one. 1, 2, is there 3 layers for this guy? Hold on. I think there's only 2 for him. 1, 2. Oh, nope, there's 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do this guy in yellow. Because why not? That's right. We're judgment-free zone here. Okay, so we're doing Fresh Lemon. It's a bright, bright yellow. Woo! Do I have the Honey Bunny set? I have a bear and I have a bunny from Stampin' Up. I don't think I have a kitchen sink stamps bunny. What do I have? I have a bear. I have a duck. I don't think I have a kitchen sink stamps bunny. I have a Stampin' Up bunny. Okay, so that's layer number 1 of the butterfly in fresh lemon. Okay, and I think this is 2 and this is 3. So layer number 2, again, we're going to line up the outline. And I'm going to do a little bit darker yellow. This one's called Honey Drizzle. We'll see how that works out. Oh, you guys. Way happier with that butterfly than this butterfly. Oh, this is going to be cool. All right, let's move this along here. If I don't have Honey Bunny and that's one you guys want to see, let me know and I'll ask Maria to send it to me so I can try it out for you guys. Okay, and then for the final layer of this butterfly, it's the detailed layer. It's going to give us the final detail in the wings. And it's going to add his little body. So it looks like he's coming in for a landing. And I'm going to do that one in black, I think. I mean, I really don't think you can do any color but black, right? I do have an Altenew black. To stick with the Altenew inks, I do have a tiny little black one. I do have the bicycle set. I have not used the bicycle set yet. I love it. I love it. All right, let me do the others and then we'll hold it up. We'll let it dry. Think of all of those floral sets you have that you can add a 3D looking butterfly to. If you have those big flowers, you can, I have one that's like a giant lily. It's like a big stargazer lily. I could put a butterfly inside there. Oh, you guys. This butterfly is way better than the other butterfly, for sure. Okay, we're not completely done yet. We are almost done. Put my butterflies away. And it was the butterfly in the middle here. It was this butterfly in the middle here. 1, 2, and 3. All right, and then the last thing I did to all of these before I attached them to my card was give them a little bit of color around the edges. I used one of my little makeup brushes. You could use a distress blending tool. And I used the Altenew Persian blue because it was on my desk. But you can use distress inks, and I start off of the paper and just blend some of that blue in. Just to give the edges some color. Because again, I cut this card panel to 5 1/4 by 4. So I really didn't leave any room to mat it with cardstock. So instead of matting it, I'm just going to add this blue to the edges, and it will set apart the card panel from the actual card. And I do like these little makeup brushes. You can get these at Five Below. You can get them on Amazon because they're very light-handed when it comes to the coloring. I like the Distress Ink tools, but the Distress Ink tools are a little heavier in coverage. So this is super light, so you really don't see too much of the brush strokes. It's just very simple, light coloring, very sheer, but it does the job. Start off of the mat and pull onto the mat, pull onto your paper. And I go all the way around. I know, the butterfly just stole the show. We spent all that time lining these flowers up and making them look beautiful, and this little bitty yellow butterfly just took over the whole card, right? All right, so here was the original one I posted on Instagram, Facebook, but I didn't make a video until today. So now you guys got to watch me through the process here. And here is what the final card looks like. So we have the 3 flowers, we have the layered leaves, and again, you can go in and add more colors. I think I missed layer 1 on this leaf. This leaf is missing layer 1. I think I did layer 2 twice. I don't know, I'll have to go back and look at it. I sure did. I did layer 2 twice and missed layer 1. Whoops. I'll go back and fix that. See how there's no outline? That's okay, I'll fix it. But look at that butterfly. Doesn't it look like a real creepy crawly bug landing on there? Then we have our little ombre hello. So I just have to go fix my leaves. That's what happens when I was in a hurry. I wasn't paying attention. All right, so I'm going to send a card to Linda for her birthday. If anybody else wants a card from me, can't promise it'll be one of these, but I have a whole bunch of cards. If you want a card, email me at nancystamps15@gmail.com. That's my email. Anytime you have questions or comments, post them down below. If you want to ask me privately, you guys can email me. I do read all of my emails. And if you're not subscribed, get on over to Tracy Schultz's page. Tracy just hit 500 subscribers and is doing a giveaway. I have donated to her giveaway. She will have a brand new set of Chalkola brush markers, which are very similar to Arteza brush markers. So that's going to be part of the giveaway, but she's got a lot of good stuff to give away. So join Tracy. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, a little bubble is going to come up in the bottom right-hand corner here. You want to click the bell and then click all notifications, and you'll get notified whenever I post a new video. And of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Yeah, follow along. I will link everything in the description for you. If you guys just give me a few minutes after we go off the air here, I will link for you the stamps, the inks, the paper, everything. And again, if you would like a card from me, like I said, I can't promise it'll be one of these, but I do have plenty of cards I can send to you guys. This is the email, nancystamps15@gmail.com. All right. Yeah, the butterfly really stands out. And I will ask about getting that bunny stamp. I don't know when we're getting a new release. She just did the coffee set, so I'll have to find out for you guys. And if you are not part of the Mod Squad Challenge, there may be a coupon code over there for kitchen sink stamps. I mean, there's a very good possibility that if you use my affiliate link and the coupon code, you could get a discount on your kitchen sink stamp purchase. Just saying. Check it out. Let me write it down for you guys. Oh, that's not it. That's a note from Tracy. It's modsquadchallenge.com. You didn't miss anything, Trace. So if you head on over there and search Nancy Stamps, modsquadchallenge.com, you might find a coupon for kitchen sink stamps. And if you use that coupon in conjunction with my affiliate link, which I will link down below for you guys, you might get a discount. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. Trace, put your link up there again so they can head on over to your page. I know you're going to do a giveaway video tonight, or show some stuff of your giveaway. Thank you, Tracy, or Terry, for reminding me of that. And again, the 3 stamp sets I used today were the 3-step butterflies, the multi-step lilacs, and the make a big statement. But again, I will link this, I will link the papers, I will link the inks. Oh, one more thing I did. Remember yesterday when I spilled that shimmer spritz all over my desk? Well, I just put a couple of blobs on here so that when you look at the flowers, they look like they were freshly watered and they have dew on them. I didn't do the whole flower, I just did random little spots of shimmer. There we go. Now they're done. Now I can put them on cards. Okay, guys. Have a good night. Again, if you want a card from me, email me at nancystamps15@gmail.com. Send me your address, and I will put a card in the mail to you. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you're catching the replay, you can turn comments on and read the comments. If you have good news in your life, put it down below. I want to hear about it. Put it in the comments. And thanks for watching, and keep on stamping. Bye, guys.